What's going on, guys? We're out here at Formula Drift, round 2 for prospec. We just finished practice. It's about 8:30 at night. We had 2 practices today. One practice was from 2 to 4. The second practice was from 6 to 8. We've been playing with our gearing a lot, shortening the gear so that we have a lower wheel speed because this track is pretty slow. It's got a lot of grip and it was kind of throwing us off a little bit. So with that, we're going to go into tomorrow, which is a short 1-hour practice before qualifying for the competition on Saturday. So from here on out, it's going to be pretty fast paced, but it's also kind of relaxed because we have a 3-day weekend where practice one day, qualifying the next day, competition the third day. So it's really nice. Keep you guys updated on how we do in qualifying tomorrow. You guys will be able to watch that live. Obviously not at the same time that you're going to see this video, but yeah. See you guys at qualifying. What's up, guys? We're here at day 2 where we have a 1-hour practice and then we're going right into the live stream qualifying. So from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, we're going to be able to probably fit in 2 laps if nothing goes wrong. And then you guys will be able to watch us on TV. So wish us the best. We're probably 20 cars back. People line up so early here, it's crazy. Like, I feel like 10, 11 o'clock, they're just like right out the front, like 3 hours ahead of time. But we had to do a couple things, wanted to make sure the car's perfect, so we're back here. Anyway, it should go fast. Yeah, we'll talk to you guys after qualifying.
Potential drivers, so again, the not so great 8, so that leaves only a few spots here as Josiah Falaise into that first outside zone, Drift HQ, another S chassis in the mix, get all the way out there, almost flirting with the dirt. You can see coming out a little early there on the latter portion of that outside zone. I liked how tight he was that front clip, and there it is, another driver throwing a lot of angle at it, and also getting deep on that final outside zone. So mixing this, I'm calling the Josiah Joan. Josiah Falaise with an 86. All right, Josiah, the FDF race shop.
What's going on, guys? So that's a wrap. We just finished qualifying. I got a 86. That puts us in 5th place. The top score of the day was a 91, so we're right there in it. Tomorrow, that should put us into a good spot for battles. The key or the goal for this weekend was to qualify high, giving us a good spot for battles, so that we're not going to see those other high point scores until the end of the competition. So we achieved our goal. We could have always done better. I could have been a little bit deeper again on the initiation, but other than that, we're pretty happy with the score we got. We're going to see you guys tomorrow during competition. Start with the J and fame, yeah.
Josiah Falaise and Human Rahimi. Josiah, our number 5 qualifier, and 28th qualifying driver, Human Rahimi. Josiah, Drift HQ, driver, and Human Rahimi. All right, Josiah, man, guns a-blazing out underneath this tower of power, and now into that second outside zone goes Josiah, and Human Rahimi failing to get all the way out there. I know he had some issues yesterday, had some heat soak. Car was overheating. Look at this. Good transition now into that final outside zone. And I know Jonathan Hurst and the Cash Racing boys, they've been banging away on that car, but don't know if they got it worked out enough to go against Josiah here.
Yeah, Falaise was needle threading that outside zone right at the edge there. He gets a really fast start initiation. You can see that compression of the front suspension. And right here, look at that. He's just right at the edge of the course. Stays very deep into outside zone 2. Houman Rahimi looking for an opportunity to attack here. Getting almost lost in the smoke through that inside clip 1, but he's able to use that muscle memory to come back around, not let Josiah get too far out ahead, and keep it a competitive battle. Here it is from above. You can just see that smoke line developing right after initiation, and Falaise goes super deep into the middle section of outside zone 2 and pretty much sticks with it. Makes a slight little adjustment there as he leaves the zone, and then blasts over the other side of the course, hits this outside zone here. Rahimi comes off that zone a bit too early, does not follow him all the way through the end, but now we'll have an opportunity to switch it up as we'll see Houman Rahimi go to the lead.
Houman Rahimi will power down. Josiah Falaise will be given chase. Oh, and look at this. We are finding out that Houman Rahimi is pulling off course. So Houman calling his competition timeout. I have to assume, yeah, we are getting official word from his spotter saying, yeah, unfortunately having some issues. So Josiah will have to wait. And of course, Houman and his team going to work on the car, try to get it dialed. Josiah Falaise could take a tip from Andy Haley. Don't go into the wall, but kind of, you know, just kick back, don't make it inactive chase. But Houman Rahimi right now battling his car, battling the heat. And look at Houman Rahimi, gets into the dirt, drops a little tread of that GT radial tire. Now coming through that second outside zone, Josiah, Drift HQ, S chassis in that final outside zone. And going through the course is Houman Rahimi and Josiah Falaise. All right, let's take a look at it here again, Ryan.
Yeah, so after that competition timeout, Houman Rahimi comes out. Looks like the car is performing a little bit better here. Not totally heat soaked. And if it is, hoping that it just holds for this run. Drops a tire there in outside zone 2, but he was pretty deep. Now moving back around, switching it up. And also doing well on outside zone 3. So Rahimi looking pretty good. Falaise holding his own here, trying to keep the pressure on as they leave outside zone 2. Rahimi pretty blazing fast as he gets to this inside clip. Falaise coming through that smoke line, charging forward into outside zone 3. Comes up a little bit short there. We'll see if this is enough. After the 2 runs, great shot from overhead. You kind of see the back and forth battle here, and it looks like the scores are in.
Like I said, more than halfway through the top 32 to create our top 16. And who's going against Josh Love in top 16? Josiah Falaise or Houman Rahimi? And it looks like Josiah Falaise gets the win. That Drift HQ S chassis, it's unanimous. Unfortunately for Houman Rahimi, hopefully he can figure out the heat, and we'll see you in St. Louis, Houman Rahimi. Here's the cards, Josiah Falaise and Joshua Love. And Josiah will lead another Drift HQ vehicle. Unfortunately, Schlegel knocked out. Can he hold it down for Drift HQ as Josh Love, aggressive in that chase position and jumps up. There you can see Josiah coming through the course. Love taking a shower line, the after hours vehicle, and then into that final outside zone. Josiah slightly deeper than Love. Just get a little wild there in that chase position, Josh.
go for a victor or possible one more time. 3 drivers already in the Great 8. Josh Love initiating, swinging into that outside zone. Pretty good job filling it. Uh-oh, looks like Fillets got caught up for a second. A stepped approach on that transition. Didn't fully straighten, but was not really smooth moving into that second outside zone. Now here comes Josh Love. Great job on this final section here.
Yeah, Josh looking really clean on that front end there, Ryan, as just in that chase position, not getting the clean air. Josh Love puts it together when he's out front, that big Duck Club vehicle, that After Hours Auto Sports. Watch him right here, goes in that outside zone. Josiah not getting all the way out, correction there, straightening out. Yeah, Josiah straightens out. Love just a lot more cool, calm, and collected out front. Josiah does gain that proximity. See the chrome wheels shining, spinning, and showing off the correction. So that's kind of, you know, you get the black wheels, doesn't show or highlight too much, but they are the true tellers, the true serum wheels, as I like to call them.
Well, Josiah is an incredible driver. There's no question about that, but I think Josh just had the complete package here in this battle overall. Pretty solid lead run and did what he needed to do in the chase. And we saw that mistake, not so much a straighten, but definitely a very lazy transition where the wheels were not going from lock to lock in a quick manner. So I think that might be enough to move it in the direction of Josh Love. But let's go to the judges and see what their result is.
Let's go. Here we go. Slide him left for Josiah. One more time there from Eggert, and one more time. So an OMT for these two drivers, Josiah and Josh Love. Time battle. Who's going against Daniel Stuckey in the Great 8? Run 1 of this top 16 battle. One more time battle, that is. Now coming through that start chicane. Here comes Josiah. And Josh Love right in tow, right there on the door. Josiah initiates. Josh Love sticks it to the side of him. Nice job by Josiah Fillets out front, and Josh Love cannot be shaken. Let's see how he handles this inside clip. Both of them really tight into that final outside zone. Goes July, force some more angle at it. Very similar and reminiscent of what we just saw from Austin Mata, Ryan.
When a driver in the chase position does a transition right on the back bumper and then gets right on the door, that is one of those beautiful sights in drifting. And Josh Love is able to do something very similar to that by getting a great initiation in tow and then doing that. Gets right on the inside, does not leave a second, a half a second, a quarter a second of gap, and keeps the pressure on Fillets. Now that's only possible because Fillets is driving well in his own right as the lead driver. So this is a great way to start things off here. This one more time battle, well deserved. But let's get to the second half as Josh Love takes the lead.
Josh Love, After Hours Auto Sports. Big swing, and that's what Ryan Lantain was talking about. That Manji, oh, and then Josiah Fillets does get close proximity, but unfortunately has to back down into that second outside zone. Now coming into that front clip, you can see Josiah gain some ground, but Josh Love continues on. So regardless of that initiation, I know Lantain was talking about it. He says, just go for that straight line approach, not that big, you know, basically feint entry, the pre-drift before initiating in.
I think we should get some clarity on that, because I don't think he's saying let's do a straight line approach. I think he's saying don't break the car so far to the other side.
Okay, there you go.
Because I know people are going to get mad and say, oh, Ryan Lantain doesn't know anything about style with drifting and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. So just wanted to make sure.
Make it clear. All right, so slide him left for Josiah Falaise, or right for Joshua Love, and Falaise gets Brian Egger and Ryan Lantain's vote. So Josiah Falaise, Chris Yule, Ryan Lantain, going to you, buddy.
Can you hear me? There we go.
Sir.
We were watching the replay over and over again and asked for the drone shot multiple times. We wanted to see what Josh Love was doing at the outside zone 1 area. And in the lead position, you can see that he's off throttle through the whole outside zone, and he's basically catching the car. The car is at a very high degree of angle, and he's off throttle in that area. And that is supposed to be an on throttle area. Our decel zone is pre-outside zone 1, and then you should be on throttle through there. And Josiah is in a position where he's trying to be close through outside zone with Josh, but he's not given the opportunity to be on throttle as he expects that lead car to be, and as we expect those lead cars to be as well. So Josiah was put in a very difficult position, and basically Josh Love misused the decel map in that area and was decelling at full angle, it looked like, trying to catch the car, trying not to spin, basically.
Right on.
Yeah.
Good catch.
And Josiah Falaise in that Drift HQ vehicle. Daniel Stuckey in the M-Spec Performance. He's going for it. He's in the grade 8. What do you got? Stuckey and Josiah into that second outside zone. Look at that. Josiah jumps up to the side of him, but almost overshoots it, going into the dirt, but does not. Saves it. Throws him off the line a little bit. You can see taking a little angle on him to wrap it around the inside clip. And a lot of smoke being thrown in the face of Josiah.
Really don't want to get stuck behind that smoke line.
No.
Very difficult to see, especially coming through inside clip 1. Right up against the wall is Stuckey. Falaise closing the door there. But let's see what happens here halfway through. See, he starts getting lost in the smoke line, loses some ground. Now he gets in front of the smoke line, but he's on a tighter line. Stuckey transitions back around. Pretty good job on that outside zone 3, but not able to catch him there is Falaise.
Qualifying positions for these guys. So look at that. Stuckey getting to the side, but has to back off. Daniel did not set himself up for success. Let's see if he has the horsepower to get to the side of him once again. They're taking a very shallow line here from Stuckey, and it's, oh, there, what? Goes out of camera and comes back. A glitch in the system, red pill or blue pill, which one are you taking as we now come through? Wow, let's take a look at that different angle. Again, just went out of camera shot, came back in, and he was right there.
I think the tighter line was able to get him there.
Yeah.
Look at that snap, but he does not get out to that outside zone, and I feel like that kind of messed up Stuckey a little bit. He may have been anticipating it was going to be deeper, but he's on a much tighter line now, and as we come through this section, here it is, we're going to set it up. You can see he's on the title line almost straight for a second. And then that line allows him to basically kind of tuck up on the inside. But he wasn't on the right trajectory, so he wasn't able to hold it all the way through. And then he has to come off outside zone 3 as well.
And neither was Josiah. He was, like you said, right from the jump. I think Daniel might have gotten thrown off because he took that shallower line. So it was a bit sloppy there from Josiah out front. And then we come back at 6:30. But let's see, Josiah Falaise, Daniel Stuckey. And it looks like Josiah Falaise gets the win. He's going to the Final Four. Josiah Falaise in that Drift HQ vehicle gets the win and moves on. Here's our first battle of Final Four. The Link ECU Final Four. Josiah Falaise and Dmitry Brudski. Brudski will lead our #1 qualifier. Can he make it a perfect event? Josiah Falaise. Oh man, look at that. As Brudski. Whoa, Josiah. Again, your defending champion. Look at that. Challenging Brudski. And now coming and approaching that inner clip. There goes Brudski into that final outer zone. And Josiah knows he can turn it up because he's going against Mr. Never Settle. The Drift HQ S chassis, Ryan.
Yeah, Josiah Falaise turned up the heat right here, getting in the pocket and trying to take it to the defending champ. But he kind of cools off a little bit here. The consistency from Brudski out front, getting a little bit more grip dialed into that car as he leaves outside zone 2, starts to pull away a little bit. You don't get that door-to-door action, but still a great chase run from Falaise.
And Nick Novak, who's in the Final Four, points leader qualifying. Josiah will now lead the Drift HQ S chassis and the BMW, hunting him down. Josiah Falaise, first outer zone. See how he handles it into the second outer zone. He is right on that razor's edge, Ryan. I like how you said that earlier. Razor is the word that comes to my mind, but Dmitry Brudski comes back into that final outer zone. Proximity, well done by both the drivers, Josiah and Dmitry.
Yeah, Brudski, like we said, he just keeps getting better and better. He's not letting drivers get away. He's following everything that the judges are asking for. Once he gains proximity, he tends to keep the duration of time of that proximity pretty long. And there's no falling back, there's no surging, falling off, or anything like that. In this last turn here, he really kind of nails it down and stays right on that bumper of Josiah Falaise.
All right, Brudski once again stepping outside of the vehicle. Here we go. Wow, that's a quick expedience of the outcome here, and it looks like Dmitry Brudski going to the finals. So Brudski goes to the finals, and it looks like Josiah Falaise needs to wait to find out if he gets third place, because that is dictated by qualifying, because essentially if Austin Mata wins, Nick Novak will get third place, and Josiah Fillets will get 4th. And these are the standings after Orlando. This is coming into this round of competition.
Well, everyone, that's a wrap. We finished up the day going through a lot of drivers, and we were just vibing, honestly, all weekend. We were just in a groove. We knew exactly what to do. We did the same thing every time, and I kept hearing over the radio, just push the zone another foot, just push it another foot, but otherwise it's perfect, don't change it. We ended up making it to the final 4 where we got squeezed out by Dimitri. It was super close again. Probably one of my best lead runs against him, and then my chase was also really good, and I think I just might have lost a point or two in that outer zone 3 where he was in the chase just a little bit deeper than I was. But nonetheless, really happy with the results. For our second Pro 2 debut, I guess, for our first year, this was a really good finish for us, and I think we're going to do really good at St. Louis. It's going to suit our style. Lots of throttle, lots of commitment, lots of slowing with angle. They constantly kept saying how much angle we were throwing into the corner to scrub speed rather than just going into it a little bit slow and just kind of like going. We just were throwing it all the directions. And it was honestly just a lot of fun. It's hard to have fun when you're trying to do this and compete and stay on top of everything, but I can honestly say today I had an absolute blast. So now we're just going to relax, watch some Pro 1, talk to people, talk to fans, and enjoy the rest of Formula Drift. So thank you guys for watching. See ya.